Hey guys, it is Saturday. Yep, leaving the house around 10:15. I wanted to go to an estate sale before I, meet up and go to a park. I'm sure I've titled it something about the park. But yeah, no bike share bike, so I had to take the streetcar. But the streetcar came right as I started waiting, so it was kind of perfect timing. As well as getting on the train. Didn't have to wait too long to get on the train. So, again, very nice. So, I got off at Davisville. And the estate sale that I'm going to check out is just to the west. And, I don't think it's very lucky to have to get a bike share bike and, it all works out. But it did feel lucky this time since I didn't have one in the morning. Anyways, big estate sale going on here. Lots of tools in the basement that I'm, checking out. Honestly, not too much of a need for tools right now. But who knows, maybe if they had a bunch of, I don't know. What's that thing called? Yeah, I kind of thought about getting these drill bits. I've got a set of drill bits, but it's missing some of the smaller ones, and there's a bunch in there. Yeah, now I'm on the main floor in the backyard. Pretty nice backyard. I had a bunch of plants back here for sale as well. Everything's for sale at an estate sale. Yeah, lots of kitchen stuff. Man, it's bothering me that I couldn't think of what that stuff is called. The aquarium sealant. Silicone. That's what it's called, guys. Anyways, main floor. Kitchen stuff. Some antiques in this room. It was kind of crowded, though. And, Then I just went upstairs, and it was just bedrooms up here. I was like, what do they got? I tried on a leather jacket of whoever moved on, and I was like, oh, this kind of fits pretty well. But I'm not really a leather jacket guy. And looking at some of the stuff, I was like, Ontario Hydro. I guess this guy worked for Ontario Hydro. But I didn't really find anything that I was interested in, or, so kind of a bust at that estate sale. Luckily, there was a garage sale just up the street, and since I'm over here, might as well check it out. And they had a bunch of junk. But that's good, I want to look at the junk. And ultimately, I did find something. A digital outlet timer, designed for outdoor use with your holiday lighting and whatever. But I'll use it for the aquariums. I'll put the lights on a timer, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. And that should be good. So docked the bikes, and it was actually faster to go to Eglinton, I think, based off of where the garage sale was. However, I did have to walk a bunch, so maybe it would have been faster to go back to Davisville station. But I kind of wanted to see what's going on at Eglinton. Still a shit show. You'd think after 10 years that they would be able to figure something out, but just like the map in GTA 5, they have not updated Young and Eglinton. Still an open trench. Yep. But anyways, I'm at Don Mill Station. This is where we're getting picked up. And Arthur is driving us to Sibbald Point Provincial Park. Yeah, he wanted to go somewhere and do a last swim of the season. I mean, we say last swim, but there could be more. There's still time. Oh yeah, big Amazon delivery warehouse or something up here. I don't know, just a giant warehouse, But yeah, Sibbald Point, not too far of a drive from Don Mills. It was like an hour, I guess. So kind of a convenient park to get to from there, if you're driving, I guess. And I have biked to this park before. It's a decent day use, it seems like. And the campground was nice. But yeah, checked out the park store just cause we're here, it's open. And changed into our suits. Used the washroom, pretty decent. It's not too busy, so that's always nice. But there are still people here, like it's a good spot, I guess. The water is looking clear. You know, there's some plant stuff at the edge of the water, but overall, you can see the sand pretty easy. Even when I was out there, I was like seeing the sand through like a meter and a half of water. So yeah, it's a little bit chilly, but it's the kind of water that once you're in it for a while, it's good. And after we did a swim for like an hour, I wanted to look for plants for the aquarium, which I feel like I'm just getting to how, the founders of the hobby got into aquarium. They just like took plants from nature, which is what I'm doing. And there's so many plants like stuck on this rope, I could just kind of look at it and untwist them and stuff. So yeah, every now and again I'd find a pretty neat one. This is another hornwort style plant, I assume. It felt really firm, kind of plasticky, so I hope that one does alright. But yeah, I got a bunch of plants in there. So, nice. And yeah, warmed off and dried off. Overall, good time at the park. I think it's around 3:30ish, maybe 4 that we're leaving. Yeah, there's a big creek over here with a ton of duckweed. I had a quick look to see if there was any like neat plants that I could grab, but nah, just duckweed and mud, and I didn't really want to get my shoes muddy. So yeah, heading back. It was a classic sleepy car ride. You know, you get in the sun, you warm up, and go in the lake, you cool off, get back out, and warm up again, and then feel a little bit of a chill from being in the shade. Then we're in that toasty car. And I was like half asleep or asleep for most of the ride back. But yeah, stopped at a No Frills, got some barbecue supplies. And we're gonna go chill out at Arthur's for a little bit and eat some Beyond Beef burgers. Or is it Beyond Meat? Well, either way, you know, it's not real meat burgers, but they're tasty burgers. And yeah, that was good stuff. Hung out for a while, and the post-food sleepiness is hitting us. So yeah, heading over to Don Mill Station. Arthur dropped us off here. Dandy was out climbing and stuff at Mount Nemo, and she'll be coming to Don Mill Station soon, so it kind of worked out, I guess. And yeah, took the subway home. I got off at the Markham Street side since I was just kind of close to that. They should really put a bike share over there. But anyways, rode home and got screwed over again. Now the bike share docks are all full. This is some bullshit, so had to ride up the street and dock up there. I guess I really should have just looked at the map when I undocked it, but I just didn't think it would be like this. Oh well. So yeah, back home, and the light has been on pretty much all day. So that's not like the greatest thing, but I'm not seeing a huge algae bloom, so that's nice. And there is stuff going on in the tank. I'm seeing some small growth. But also some things just aren't working out and dying. I should honestly probably have taken those out, but I was excited to just start planting things, so that's more or less what I did. On the top there is like a weird bio scum or something. Apparently that's like a bacteria. I was kind of worried that it was like an oil or something. You know, there was that industrial fire, and then there's a bunch of oil in the Humber River near Tobacco or Mimico Creek or something, so there's probably a bit of oil in this water. Who knows? Or like on the plants. I'm not sure how far it's spread, but it's gross. But apparently it's common, so it might just be like a bacteria scum. Anyways, planted a bunch of those plants. Not sure how all of them are going to do. Some of them don't have roots, some of them do. Pretty much anything that I thought looked kind of neat and different, I grabbed to put in. So I've got a bunch of like thin grassy ones and some thicker grassy ones, the hornwort one, and you know, just kind of whatever. I'm looking at the seaweed classic grass strands. I probably should have trimmed off some of the gross parts of those plants, because some of the leaves are already looking dead on there. But you know, it's an experiment take. We'll just see what happens and yeah, go from there. All in all, not too bad. Even got some duckweed going on. I didn't worry about trying to grab a bunch of duckweed since it grows really fast. Like, give it 2 months and I'll have to throw out a bunch of duckweed.